This movie is going to show you how to do a thing called a copper pour. Before you do that, there's a couple of things you have to get right. First, you've got to make sure that you're on the bottom side of the board, which is where the copper is going to go. Then second, you've got to draw an outline, otherwise you're going to pour copper all over the place. So we're saying that our board is only going to be this big, so left click there, 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 and when you get to the last one, right click, press enter. So that was the board outline tool that we used, which is up here. Now that you've got an outline for your board, we can pour copper into the spaces which are empty. You do that by picking on the copper pour tool, and we just say we're going to draw copper all over this board by left clicking, left click, right click, and click enter. And then we get the copper pouring menu coming up. The important things to set right on here is for the clearance to be set to about 0.025 of an inch, and then on the border menu you have to go tick this depending on board, then you go OK, and there's your copper poured in. The 0.025 of an inch that I was talking about before is a little gap that occurs in here between your tracks and the copper islands. That needs to be big enough so that we don't accidentally get any copper in there that can connect those two things together. So the tracks need to be isolated with these black holes, which is where the copper is going to be etched out. Now if you want to modify your copper pour or don't want to look at it, if you just go mouse up to the edge of it while we've got our selection tool selected, mouse up to the edge of it and its boundary will appear. We can right click on that and look at properties, and if we want to see what it looks like when it's not poured, we can choose unpoured and go OK, and it takes the copper pour away. You want it back again, up there, right click, choose properties and choose to look at it poured, and there it is.